right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. It is game time here, prime time special for you. It is Nagy on Sports. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy joining you this evening. We have a big time matchup from downtown Nashville. That man, Mike Vrabel, and his Tennessee Titans, the #1 overall seed in the AFC, going to take on the shocking win in their first game as they took out the #2 seeded Patriots. The Baltimore Ravens are in town, and we have an epic divisional round matchup here as we continue to wrap up our Perfect World 2020 sim. But excited to bring this one to you. And Soldier, I hope you're on, because I know you've been jonesing for this one for a while. But without further ado, let's get this game popping. Kid, how are we doing tonight?
You know, I'm doing great. This is an exciting matchup. We have two very interesting teams here. As you may recall, the Titans went on a huge run, undefeated streak until they came in to play the Browns, who just stomped them in that game, which felt really good. But then they've kind of been on a slide, kind of similar to what we saw from the Steelers in real life. And then these Ravens seem to be getting hot at the right time. They really had a good game. Now, they struggled early, kind of came back in the season, and just had a really good game in that first round. So here comes a pretty epic clash. We'll see who can get it done.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, George, being on, moderating the YouTube chatter for us, as always. So let's go ahead and get this one a-poppin', but exciting game for sure. And yes, that bracket did not lie, but the Browns have actually already beaten the Chiefs, so they await the winner of this one. Either way, it's going to be a rematch from earlier in the season. Obviously, it would be the third meeting with the Ravens and the second meeting with the Titans, but we got 60 minutes of football before we get there. Duvernay is going to take a knee in the end zone. Let's get this thing going. Lamar strolling out onto the football field. Over 4,000 yards passing, at least in Kit's version of the sim on his machine. Let's see again. Ravens. Whoop, I'll just get the Ravens.
Of course, for Browns fans, keep in mind, should the Ravens win this game, this will be a home AFC championship in the first energy.
That's exactly right. That would be awesome. That in and of itself may be reason to root for the Ravens. They're going to start with a little pop pass over the middle to Snead, who actually just signed somewhere earlier last week. I saw Willie Snead no longer a Raven. He's going to get 1 yard there on that little pop pass.
Yeah, nice corner control there from the edge control from the corner, and nice pursuit from the linebacker to make sure tackling his. Not giving Snead any room to work.
Turn around, give it to Dobbins up the middle. Huge hole, Dobbins, 45. Pursuing the 45, just past the 40 to the 41. Nice hole up the middle for J.K. Dobbins. 15 yards and a Ravens first down.
Yeah, and that's what these Ravens do so well. They're so dangerous at the point of attack, especially in the middle of that hefty line. They can run on anybody.
Absolutely. There's no hesitation about what their recipe for success has been and will continue to be. That's running the football first, and then letting Lamar be dangerous with his legs, and then throwing to open receivers because so many people are worried about the run. That is their recipe for offensive success. Dobbins right up the middle again, fighting his way towards the 50. He's going to be just a yard short of it now. 3rd and 2 upcoming, first 3rd down of the day. Good up the middle again. Fighting off tacklers. He's got it. This is actually Mark Ingram with a little stamina sub for Dobbins, and he's got 7 yards and a first down. Jayon Brown, one of the top tacklers in our sim and in the real NFL this past season.
Yep, nice little patient run here from Ingram. He just kind of has a nose for the hole there. He's kind of got his hand on the back of his blocker, waiting for the hole to arrive, and he just takes advantage of it as soon as he's got the opportunity and makes some good yardage out of that run.
Yeah, pretty nice. Actually sort of like, hey, you go this way, sort of pushed Andrews to block Clowney the direction that he wanted to. Right up the middle now, Dobbins running into Jayon Brown in the middle, short game.
Hey,
Karen, welcome. Yep, welcome on, Karen. Go Browns. How's that leak coming in the basement? Pistol right up the middle. Nope, he's going to keep it now the right side. Can't get around. A nice tackle in space there by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro, who's not fooled at all by the read option.
You know, read option there, that just takes disciplined defense to defend there, and that's exactly what the Titans give you there. They each man with their assignment and really come up with a nice stop out on the perimeter.
36. Lamar could have run for a big first down. Instead, he floats it to the left side. He's going to get knocked away. He had tons of yards in front of him. Chose to heave that one down the left sideline. It falls incomplete. And we're in long Justin Tucker range here.
Yeah, that was a for sure first down if Lamar just chooses to tuck it and run. He had tons of green grass in front of him, easily 6 yards. Instead, kind of throws a really not great throw, a bit underthrown there to his receiver. But then again, and here comes a fake.
Whoa, the fake! Watch out! They got it! Scanari drops it! Oh, man!
And that was a big eligible tackle trying to make that catch. That's a very unlikely throw and catch, especially partially covered like that. Wow. Have not liked any of that from Madden when they choose to do those kinds of things. They don't seem to work in the game.
I think that was Robert Griffin, the holder / backup quarterback, and he tried to throw it to big old Orlando Brown Jr. on that right side.
Yeah, he sure caught it. I mean, it was a good throw, but
he couldn't bring it in. Now Derrick Henry takes over up the middle again. These 14-2 Tennessee Titans have just been absolutely awesome this season, and it's been it hasn't just been Derrick Henry, although he's been very, very good, but Ryan Tannehill has actually been extremely good, and their defense has just been incredible with a pair of their corners, Desmond King and Dory Jackson, leading the league, like tied for 8 picks apiece. Like, they just destroyed people this year.
Yeah, they sure did, and that's a big blow for this Titans defense, losing Dory Jackson in free agency. But you know, they had some struggles on the line. They had some struggles in the secondary. That was one of their cornerstones. You know, you kind of wonder what this defense is going to look like next year.
Can't pay them all, as we have found.
That's true.
Bunch formation to the left side. Right side floated out to Henry. He's going to be taken down right away by the strong safety, Chuck Clark. Now a 2nd and 8, right at the 30-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Up the middle, Derrick Henry, big hole, passing the 20. He's going to get ripped down at the 18-yard line by Deshaun Elliott, the other safety. A big-time run for Henry.
Yeah, big-time run indeed. That was crafty from Henry. You don't usually see crafty runs from Henry. He's more of the bulldozer style and just go wherever, you know, and knock people out of his way. But in this particular instance, he makes a really nice cut to find a little bit of a lane there on the perimeter, and right there's that cut, and just heads up field. And he really made that happen with his vision and allowing his feet to go where he saw the opportunity presenting itself.
Tannehill's going to change the play at the line of scrimmage, bring everybody close, but then pull back into a shotgun. He's back to pass. Henry stays in the block, shuffling, and he goes down and the ball pops out, and it's going to be picked up by the Ravens at the 35. Unlucky there. Tannehill, probably the 2nd most shuffle-sacked quarterback this season behind Baker. And this one's a critical one, and it's going to end in, I don't know if his knee was down or not, but it's going to end with Ravens football for right now.
Yeah, for right now, I don't know that he was down. We'll see if they choose to review it. But it looks like they're going to let it stand.
Not even a chance. Wow, okay, so a turnover now on the part of the Titans, something that they were so good at all season, is holding on to the football, and now Tannehill gives it right back. Jackson turnaround, gives it to Dobbins, left side, nice little move, big cut there, first down and more, past the 45, J.K. Dobbins.
They made a really nice initial cut, but it's actually the 2nd move on this run that I think was so impressive. He just has a little bit of a hesitation stutter step in the middle there to allow the defender, to help the defender miss on his tackle. Just such a sweet move right here. That little bit of a stutter there, that 2nd one there is really where he makes a bunch of extra yardage. Just such a nice finesse move from J.K. Dobbins. Nice run.
Indeed, again, he's been very, very good for them, and unfortunately for the Browns fans, probably going to be a thorn in our side for the next 5 to 7 years. Right side, this is Gus Edwards, and he fights forward, nearing another first down. His first carry is a good 1-2 punch with Dobbins, Gus Edwards is.
Yeah, sure is, and throw Ingram in that mix, and you've got really a dynamic trio of backs that can get it done.
Dobbins right side, first down. Just gets thrown across the line to gain by Jadeveon Clowney. Clowney watch in Cleveland, still happening here.
First down, Ravens.
feel like every day that he doesn't sign with somebody else is a day he's getting more and more comfortable with whatever price tag that we've offered him.
Yeah, actually, I saw an interesting update from Aditi Kinkhabwala on that about how she has been hearing rumblings of his knee not really being up to par. So I don't know that from a health perspective that the Browns are, I mean, I don't know that they made him an offer per se. Maybe they do take a gamble on health. It sounds like that knee may not be up to par. If that's the case, they may not be willing to take a gamble.
Absolutely, right up the middle, but you think he's going to be hit right at the line to gain? I don't think they're not going to give him the spot. Nice play there in the middle by Jack Crawford. And it's going to hold him short and potentially an actual field goal attempt, not a fake this time.
Yeah, I think they probably are going to kick this field goal, especially because it's Madden, 4th and inches, though, on the 31. I think most coaches are going to be aggressive in today's NFL here, where the numbers say, go for it, want touchdowns, not field goals. But, in fact, Madden has not really caught on to that yet, and here we are with the 4th and inches field goal.
Kick is up, and kick is always automatic with Tucker out there as he just drills that one through. First points of the game are going to go Baltimore's way. Again, coming off of that shuffle strip sack, Matthew Judon fell on the football to 35. They drove it right down the field, settled for 3.
Yeah, the triple S's, those are brutal, and they have been such a big impact in our season, both the regular season and even propped up a few times in the postseason, and they're just such a game momentum changer. It just so much, the game can just tilt completely on its ear entirely on that one occurrence, which seems to happen far too often.
Although we have heard that next-gen consoles have gotten rid of that, even with the same exact game. So,
which I just
right up.
Yeah, sorry, that was Derrick Henry up the middle, but I just don't understand why that could be corrected in next gen and still be broken in the rest of the
I don't know either. I really don't know either. Right side, Derrick Henry's got the first down. And more. No, 50 and he's gone. 40, 30, 20, 10. Nobody's going to catch King Henry. Huge touchdown run. Titans 63-yard house call. Wow.
Yeah, that was really impressive run, keeping his feet there. Nice little spin move in the middle. And he's just, so dynamic, so hard to break down. But they're not even going to give us a good replay of this because it was so long, which is a really unfortunate oversight from Madden's part, where the interesting part of the run is there, where there's a spin move, and then the pursuit angles from the defense really poor, and poor tackling technique coming in, diving at legs. You can't do that with Derrick Henry. He's far too sturdy of a runner. Tacklers who dive at Henry are generally going to bounce off. You're not going to get a good opportunity to take him down doing that. You have to be sure tackling, good level change, bringing the pads in contact, and fixing his run. You can't attempt shoelace tackles and diving at legs with Henry. He's just going to reach everything.
Yeah, and he's certainly not like a 4-3 guy or anything, but when he gets in the open field, he is tough to bring down from behind. He's got kind of that breakaway speed.
Yeah,
we see that from Nick Chubb as well.
Yeah, he's that big man running like a DK Metcalf style, where he just runs like a locomotive. Nothing's going to slow him down.
All right, an incomplete pass over the middle on first down from Lamar.
I don't know about that, Wendell. I don't know that that's going to be changed in the game. We'll see what they do with the next version that comes out in August. Obviously, we won't have that when we go into the next season. Virtual realism is we can't create a 17th game that's not on the schedule as far as EA is concerned.
Exciting, and they've said that the Browns will play the Cardinals. The part that I am waiting is, will that just be the last game plopped onto the end of the season, or will they fit it somewhere else in the middle so that the end of the season could, in theory, be a more important divisional opponent?
My understanding is they're sticking with the divisional, or from what I've heard. This may not be canon just yet, but from what I've heard, they're sticking with the divisional, the conference rivalry stuff, divisional rivalry stuff at the end of the end of the regular season, game 17 will still be playing your rivals, and to bring that interest, to keep that interest alive at the end of the season. They'll mix in somewhere in the schedule. They'll mix in the 17th game, which in our case, of course, is, like you mentioned, the Cardinals at First Energy. And then next year will be NFC teams at home, as it rotates every other year. While we have this odd number of games, we'll have the back and forth between AFC and NFC, who has home field advantage.
Absolutely. Left side, nice strike there. Long time waiting in the pocket, good protection. And it took Willie Snead a whole long time to get all the way over to the left sideline, but he catches the football. And we are down to 2 minutes here in the first quarter, 7-3, and the Ravens converting a first down.
Yes, George, I like the divisional games at the end too. Brings interest to the end of the season. It gives teams something to play for. I think it's important, and I like that the NFL went to that.
Absolutely. Right up the middle for a couple more. Dobbins already up to 40 yards now. Now, Kit, we didn't get you on. Well, you were on a text form for the. You saw it was like the second half of the Buccaneers-Niners game. Any thoughts about that on the mic here?
that was interesting. Again, defense is just showing out in playoffs, which is been wild. I mean, you don't expect to see that. You expect to see a lot of good offensive football because the teams that are relying heavily on defense either don't make it to the playoffs or don't get very far into the playoffs. Is how it tends to work out. But pretty much across the board, defense showing out, and wild game. Not really what I expected, but on the other hand, like I mentioned in the chat of that game, I think the 49ers in particular, with the loss of both Bosa and Kittle, I mean, they were so ravaged by injury throughout the season, and that really hurt them. And I think they had a really, really good team. They obviously coached, great scheme. They could have gone really far had everybody been healthy, had there not been COVID, so on and so forth. But that really showed out for them in that game.
For the feedback, Kid, they're saying that the crowd is extra loud. I don't think there's anything we can do about it right now, but we could try to talk louder.
Yeah, that's actually
the different setup.
You know what, I don't know that I have a good way to do it without stopping the sim and turning the volume down.
Yeah, it's all right. That's just that playoff atmosphere.
Yeah, we'll just have to be a little bit louder for you. Sorry about that. That's just a function of the being out here in Seattle broadcasting on the primary rig setup, so it's not the same volumes balancing and everything.
Across the middle, another first down conversion. That's 2 on this drive. First one was to Dez Bryant. That one goes again to Willie Snead. And the Ravens are up inside the red zone. Shotgun look, trips to the right side. Lamar, he's going to be back to pass. Now they're setting up a screen to the left side. A Dobbins, and it's going to be read right away. And Jack Crawford from his defensive tackle spot drags him to the ground.
Yeah, a really disciplined defense out there on the outside, and not selling for the quarterback and defending the screen. Nicely done there from the Titans defense.
Absolutely.
Speaking of Titans defense, what a pick in the end zone there. Just taking it away. Taking it away, really. Lamar, not a great throw, and Carr's in a good spot. Just plucks the ball out of the air there in front of the defender. I don't think Lamar ever saw him.
Indeed, yeah, sorry, I was looking at my voice settings to see if I could turn my mic up, and next thing I know, there's an interception. It's not just you, Karen. You're doing fine. Well, there we go. So turnovers now for each team, but that one unfortunately feels like it's a lot more damaging because of the way that the Ravens were driving fresh off that touchdown. Oh, they jumps around. It's going to give it right back. Patrick Queen picks it off at the 20, so back-to-back picks.
Wow, and this game doesn't disappoint on the defensive side either. Yet again, tons of turnovers in these playoffs. It's been wild. Defenses just showing up and really making things happen. Quarterbacks have to be 3 drinks in, they're crying under their mugs right now. I don't know what's going on back there, but they're all seeing ghosts.
Absolutely. Now a real chance to take advantage. Option right side, keeper, huge hole, 10-5. Why slide at the 2? Just spin and get into the end zone.
Yeah, that's 100% Madden right there. There's no way Lamar is sliding there. He's smelling the end zone. He wants it. You know he wants that touchdown.
Let's see, 2 yards still left to go. If the Titans shore this thing up, Dobbins angling right side is going to lose a yard, but if the Titans end up having to hold them to a field goal, that's going to be an awful big misplay there by Lamar to slide instead of just going in.
Yeah, definitely.
Or wide open touchdown, Marquise Brown. All right, so no harm, no foul on that one particular, and the Ravens take the lead. Welcome, Soldier. I was getting a little worried you weren't on.
Yeah, welcome in, Soldier. I'm glad you made it for the game you've been asking for. Here it is. Your Ravens have been playing well. It's been defensive struggle though at times. Lots of turnovers already in this one, and it's been a bit wild. I'll tell you what though, the Ravens almost, you mentioned already Lamar sliding, but Dobbins had a bad cut on that very next run. He actually had the touchdown. If he cuts inside, instead tries to bounce outside. It's not there. Loses a yard. Luckily, Marquise Brown finds a way to be just very open in the end zone, and an easy pitch and catch for the touchdown there for the Ravens.
Yeah, those slants are called very often inside the 5, it feels like.
Yes, they are. They're dialed back in our offense, but they are very common in other offenses.
Derrick Henry right side, can't get past the 25. He's up to 99 yards on 6 carries, of course 62 of them on the long touchdown run.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Fake the jet sweep, turn around, give it to Henry. Oh, nice cut in the hole for Derrick Henry. Another big run for King Henry. He's up to a $112 here in the first half.
Yeah, speaking of crafty runs, I think that one is even more crafty than the first one. He just found a way, patient run, realizes there's nothing there early in that gap that he was shooting for, and then bounces back against the grain of the defense there and finds a really nice cutback lane to get himself into that a little bit of a bend cut and just up the field. Very, very nice from King Henry.
Double tight ends to the right side. Ferkser is going to shift over from right to left to balance out the line. They're going to run behind Blasingame, and this is actually Deontay Foreman, the backup running back, and he's going to be eaten alive by Calais Campbell. We haven't even called his name yet. He's been held in check, but now he gets his first TFL for Campbell.
At the 38-yard line.
Yeah, I was kind of just thinking the same thing, Wendell, that Chubb doesn't get that benefit of that crafty little vision in the hole very often.
Yeah, no, and he's really good at it. He's one of the best in the NFL at that. So it is a bit surprising that King Henry is getting that where he's not as much known for that, where Nick Chubb is known for that, and doesn't seem to be able to do it as much in Madden.
He threw a quick little screen out to the left side to Henry, and it's going to go nowhere. Ravens were not fooled at all. And they are going to tackle him back at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 16 now upcoming. This is not Tannehill's forte. Actually, neither team's forte here on the 3rd and long. Of course, very few teams, I would say, are 3rd and long friendly. They're going to do, oh, but King Henry breaks the tackle, and he's got it. He got 16.5 yards there and a first down at midfield. Wow.
Yeah, what a play there. Just a willpower to succeed from King Henry. He can do it. I mean, he talked about being able to shed tackles. He's the man for the job. And to answer your question, Soldier, we're definitely, us Browns fans, we're cheering for your Ravens here in this one, because if the Ravens come away with the win here, this will be a Browns-Ravens matchup, which would be exciting in its own right. But another reason why we're excited about that possibility is that would mean a home AFC Championship game in First Energy Stadium, which would be huge and very exciting for Browns fans.
Trips to the left side. 9 minutes to go here, second quarter. Baltimore holding on to their 10-7 lead. Now it comes again. Judon, it's out, but it's picked up this time, luckily, by Dennis Kelly. The lineman falls on it. And another strip shuffle sack back to the 39-yard line.
Now that was purely right place, right time for Kelly, being just in a ideal spot to be able to save Tannehill's bacon in that one, because it definitely was out, and he just was able to fall on that just in time. But had he not been there, that would have been yet another turnover, which would have been ugly here for these Titans.
Yeah, Calais Campbell was definitely coming. 2nd and 21, turnaround up the middle. Trying to fight his way through. That's Darrington Evans, another running back. And he's going to get just a yard. Henry checks back into the game again. Now a 3rd and 20. They converted 3rd and 16. Can they get 3rd and 20? Get it to the same guy out on the outside, and unfortunately his momentum takes him out. He's actually going to lose 2 yards on that particular check down. Punt upcoming for the Titans.
I just don't understand those. They're always ineffectual, especially when you're throwing so late out to the perimeter like that, and the swing passes are never adjusted by the running backs in Madden for some reason. You're coached not to just continue toward the sideline in a spot like that. You're coached to head up the sideline there, inbounds preferably, which allows your quarterback to throw it ahead of you up the sideline and have a chance to do something with the ball after catching it, especially in the 3rd and 20, which was an obvious punt after that.
Pistol look from Lamar, he keeps it, and similarly looks like he had room if he just continues outside. Instead he goes right up the middle. Just 3 yards on the game, and his 2nd QB keeper. Back to pass, now he takes off. Now he fires back across his body, and it's deflected away by Desmond King. Dangerous throw there.
Yeah, very dangerous indeed. Desmond King makes a really nice play on the ball, not able to come up with an interception, but hand in the play for sure.
Check it down to Dobbins. Are they going to give him the spot? They are. 1st down, Ravens.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Baltimore.
Triple tight ends over to that right side. That's a big, heavy line over there. Lamar under center. They're going to bring some motion. Turn around, give it again up the middle. Dobbins. Oh, huge hole. 1st down, spin move. J.K. Dobbins past the 40 to the 43. 1st down, Ravens. Both these teams just run the ball so well.
Yeah, sweet run from the Buckeye there, just coming out there and making a man look silly with that spin move right here as he's just like, whoop, and I'm going to continue up the field. Goodbye, sir. And it's a beautiful run, and that's what J.K. Dobbins, he's a very consistent runner, and he's got great vision and the ability to make things happen, at the end of runs like that.
A little bit of a check down to Mark Andrews, kind of almost tight end screen. He looked like he was staying in the block and then released late. And the result is a nice gain there, about a couple of yards. A little extension of the run game. Now keeper again, Lamar. He's got all kinds of time and similarly goes back to the middle of the field. And Rashaan Evans lays the boom. Short gain for Lamar after juking back to the middle.
Oh, I hate it when they do that. There was so much room on the outside. No way does Lamar make that mistake. Not into the teeth of the pursuit, especially when he's got all the room in the world on the perimeter. So dumb.
Lamar now pressure coming. He gets it off left side. He's got a receiver, Mark Andrews. What a catch there. Toe tapping his way to the sideline.
Yeah, that's his big tight end. He's such a sure target. Very easy completion when you got that big man sitting out on the perimeter with those mitts ready to make the catch. And Lamar sees him, puts it right on him, and very nice control from Andrews to come down with that one.
Yeah, he's very good. All right, another pistol look, kind of a split eye pistol look here. Turn around, give it again up the middle. This time it's Edwards, and he fights forward for 2, just his 2nd carry of the day for Gus the Bus.
2 yards on the pickup.
Lamar in the zone. I didn't see when that happened, which means he will not fumble if he's hit. That's his X factor.
It actually happened on that terrible cutback in the pursuit. Those 5 yards or whatever it was enough to get him.
Oh, that was enough. 3rd and 8 now. 3rd and 8, Lamar with time. Now he rolls left side, going right down the line. He's got the line again if he wants it, and he does. 20, easily up to the 15. Nice 15-yard scamper there from Lamar. 1st down into the red zone for the Ravens.
Yes, and that right there is what that earlier run where he chose to cut back into the pursuit should have looked like. This time he chooses to, as he's looking for a target downfield, to head to the perimeter where he had all kinds of great space in front of him, and the pursuit has to follow on angles, which gives him much more room up the field, which is kind of the goal. 1st and 10 there at the 15 now. He is still in the zone.
right up the middle, Dobbins fighting forward to the 13. He gets tripped up pretty quickly and falls down. How about this for a heavy I formation? They're going to run to the right side. Two fullbacks into the game. Of course, one of them is Mark Ingram. And actually, really nice play. Good pursuit there by the linebacker, Roberson. And he really, really knifed into that play.
Yeah, really excellently done. And actually, that one was set up by the D-line. Each man taking a blocker out of the equation and allowing the linebacker to flow free to come up and make a nice tackle in the perimeter.
Right over the middle, he's got it now. Broken tackle, and Des Bryant's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens.
Yeah, that was just impressive right there. Doing his very best King Henry impression there. You know, just staying upright with tacklers draping off of him. That's impressive there from Des as he makes that touchdown happen. We're going to watch this one. Just a willpower not to go down. He's going to soak the hit on the first one. The second one, really not a very controlled tackle here. He's kind of in a bad body position. And Des just kind of does a half spin and he's right in.
Nice play there from the veteran, Des Bryant. That's why you come back for plays like this in a playoff game.
That's right.
His kick is
And a
good.
17-7 lead now. 13-play, 80-yard drive, resulting in a touchdown pass from Lamar Jackson, and he definitely got it going with his legs on that drive as well. And now all of a sudden, Titans here with 2 minutes to play, 3 timeouts. This feels like points are going to be really, really important on this drive.
Yes, and I think this is a crucial drive here for the Titans. If they really want to stay in this game, getting points going into halftime is vital. Luckily for them, they've got King Henry in the zone, and a few runs from him certainly is in order. They've got all 3 timeouts.
1:55, they're back to pass. Pressure coming, just dump it off to King Henry. And LJ Fort, the sub linebacker, just sitting there waiting to pounce. Back to pass again. Henry on the left side, trying to break tackles. It takes 2 men to bring him down, but they do. Now it's 3rd and 2 after 2 quick dump-offs. Right side, check it down, right at the sticks. It's Humphreys. Are they going to give him the spot? They are. What a throw and catch. That was really, really crazy.
Yeah, a bit unusual play calling here, though, for the Titans. They need a lot more yardage, and they're just kind of contentedly check down to get their first downs. You know, they're running out like they've got 8 minutes on the clock, not,
Green to the right side. LJ Fort blows up that screen. No gain. Clock running now. Pressure coming. Again, just a check down over the middle. I think we're going to get a horse collar on the tackle, though, from Judon, and we are. Oof.
Yeah, the face mask for Juden, that's crucial. Those flags, that is essentially a timeout that you're giving the other team, plus the yardage. That is not the position to be undisciplined and on your tackling. And unfortunate for these Ravens here, they're going to give the Titans a really good opportunity with 57 seconds now in their territory.
Indeed they are. Right side finally pushing it down the field a little bit. It's Humphreys down to the 33. And he's got weapons. Corey Davis, A.J. Brown, Humphreys, Jonnu Smith, of course, the highest paid tight end in the league. Now, just got to push the ball downfield, but they've been really, really hesitant to do that so far. And that one's going to be odd to hand up the middle.
Yeah, odd to go to Henry there. The time to go to Henry for some runs was the first couple of plays, not like late in the drive with only 47 seconds left and only 1 timeout.
Fires a strike across the middle. Oh, he missed the tackle. I'm not sure why A.J. Brown's trying to do a truck stick there, but he does, and the tackler whiffs right by him, almost like a hesitation.
Yeah, Brown gave him more credit than he was deserving as he misses the tackle terribly, trying to truck stick a tackle that wasn't there.
Out of the end zone.
He's going to throw that one away. It's actually his first incompletion of the game for Ryan Tannehill, other than the interception. Across the middle, Jonnu Smith. And I think they're going to have to call their last timeout. They are. They're going to go for it here, but no more timeouts. 13 seconds. Cannot take a sack here, Ryan.
Yeah, risky here, though. If they don't get an incompletion and stop the clock, they're not going to have a chance for the field goal either.
Back to the end zone. He's got his man. A.J. Brown, toe drag swag. What a huge end of half touchdown for the Titans.
Yeah, or of course, scoring the touchdown on that play is exactly what you're hoping to do. But a bit of a risky call there to go for it with no, and not take the points. But I think that is the correct risk analysis on that play. Try for the end zone. If you end up with an incompletion, great. If you, as long as you don't take the sack, and then get the touchdown, ideally, which they do there.
The kick is good. Makes the score Ravens 17, Titans 14.
What's remaining here? 3-point lead. I cannot imagine anything aggressive happening here from the Ravens. Lamar doesn't have an arm to get this thing to the end zone. I mean, I don't.
Yeah,
three
no,
people
this
on the
is
planet have this arm.
this is the clear victory formation. Kneel
Jeff
down.
George ain't coming out of that locker room to heave it 80 yards for you.
Right, or Baker Mayfield, because he's proven he can do
The
that.
score Ravens 17,
Jamarcus Russell from his knees.
14.
All right. All right, well, pretty entertaining first half. Again, you can see there at the bottom, 3 takeaways for the two teams so far. We got 17-14, and the Titans will get the football here to start the half. Again, fresh off that nice touchdown drive and their own 2-minute drill. So we'll see if they can get a little double dip here, get some momentum going. But so far, the Stars have come out to shine. King Henry has been as advertised. You can see there, 139 total yards and a touchdown, and Lamar Jackson on the other side has played some special football as well.
Yep, I think this is a very important momentum drive here for the Tennessee Titans. If they double dip here, that puts them in a solid position to hold on to a lead as Derrick Henry just continues downfield. What a great run for Derrick Henry on the outside, and that's a great way to start this drive. Talking about momentum, that's a great way to go. But the momentum of this drive is very important for the Titans, because if they can get down here and score, it feels like they've got a great opportunity just to hang on to a lead from there on.
Henry with another huge run. He's hit a $166 in the game. He hasn't even hit 10 carries yet. I think that's pretty good. This is his 10th, and he's just going to pull away from Calais Campbell and make literally, oh sorry, I thought it was 166. It was 144 on 9 carries. So still averaging about 15 yards a pop. That'll do.
Yeah, that's pretty studly numbers right there. Just like that studly run for 3, but still taking 3 tacklers to take him down.
Fires a strike over the middle. It's the first time we've seen Corey Davis catch the football. There, cruising down the field now into Ravens territory. First down at the 26.
I don't know, Wendell. I don't know what film you've watched on Henry, but everything I've seen of his running the ball has been pretty much this impressive. He really is a mountain of a man, and he can run the ball with the mountain. He is so hard to bring down.
Yeah, he sure is. High formation now with Blasingame coming into the game in front of an on-fire Derrick Henry. They're going to turn around and give it to him. Oh, just shoves Derek Wolfe in the face. But he does slow him down long enough for his line mates to tackle him behind the line. That's probably going to take him out of the zone.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
And it does take him out. 2nd and 12. Quick little RPO.
Yeah, I think he's out of stamina there, so I don't know that he actually got taken out of the zone. We'll see when he comes back in.
Quick little RPO to the right side, or faked it to the right side, and then saw that he had the slant there as Marcus Peters had given A.J. Brown some room. They're going to pick up an easy 6 yards.
You are correct. He is, in fact, out of the zone.
Yeah, usually those running backs, it's a negative play. Watch out, Patrick Queen, and he's going to throw him down at the 20. The big-time coverage sack coming on 3rd down, and that's a dagger for the Titans, and a great play by the Baltimore defense.
Yeah, great spot to get a sack here as Queen comes off the perimeter just unchecked. Really nobody there to pick him up, and Tannehill doesn't have anywhere to go with it. Coverage sack indeed, and very nicely done by this defense to force the field goal, and only a tie. That feels like a loss to the Titans and a big win for the Ravens defense.
The kick is good.
Good from Gostkowski. Puts that thing through, and we have a tie ball game, just as if it were 0-0. Appreciate you being here with us this evening on Nagy on Sports. 17-17 here, just 2 quarters left to play, and then we will be one more divisional game away from the conference championships, and that will be tomorrow when the Packers host the 7-seed Cardinals. So it's similar to this one, it'll be 1 hosting 7, and we'll see what that one shakes up to be. But we got to finish this one first. Dobbins up the middle on first down, gets a few more yards.
On the carry for Baltimore. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Appreciate you watching this. There is a national championship game on, but Baylor is destroying Gonzaga right now, so it's really not that entertaining of a game. Nice run there by Lamar, by the way.
Nice run from Lamar.
First down, Ravens.
And I think he's fortunate he's in the zone and can't fumble there, because he was kind of holding it out there where anybody could.
He does that. Watch out! Oh! And he's going to be out of the zone now, I think. Desmond King coming from that slot blitz. And he just, I don't know if he just never felt him, but he went down pretty hard there.
Yeah, he sure did, and sure enough, he is out of the zone.
Back to pass, pressure coming again, blitzing from that left side. He finds his man, another spin move. How nimble is Des Bryant today? They greased him up before the game.
Yeah, I don't know, for what he is, we don't expect him to be doing those kind of moves anymore, but he's shot in a couple places, and the fact that the spin has been very effective for both teams in this game.
Sets up a certainly more manageable 3rd and 10. Lamar's got it if he wants it, and he's got it. 40, now 35, now he slides down, almost gets drop kicked by Bayard. Nice run there for Lamar, and he is creeping towards 100 as well. And they've got the ball right down to the 30, so now this thing's starting to go back and forth here.
I see that's the slide that I like to see. Not on the end zone, but in that place you don't want to take the hit. Just go down, slide. That's exactly what you want to see from your franchise quarterback for the Ravens.
Option keeper, that was the wrong read. Apparently, Jadeveon Clowney was sitting there waiting for him to pull the ball, and he does. Clowney rips him down for a nice TFL. Trips to the left side again. He goes to the right. He's got a man open. It's caught again. Des Bryant having the game of his life here. 4 catches now, 50 yards, and he has the touchdown as well.
Yeah, actually, that one was a beautiful pass from Lamar. He shows some flash of brilliance right there as he gets a beautiful touch to get it over the linebacker, drops it in the bucket for Des Bryant. Easy catch for him, and just before the safety can get there, so not too much touch that he has the opportunity of interception, just enough to get to his receiver where only he can make the catch.
Dropped there by Hollywood Brown in the middle of the field, and it's going to be 2nd and 10 as a result. Up the middle this time, J.K. Dobbins pushing the pile to the 15, call it the 14. 3rd and medium, here we go. 3 receivers out. Andrews on the wing on the right side. Lamar rolling right, firing, and he's just going to throw it away. Smart play there, get your best kicker in the league out onto the football field, let him do his thing. 7 minutes on the clock exactly when he strikes it, and it's up and it's good. Justin Tucker just automatic.
Yeah, he rarely, if ever, misses from there. That's certainly
he's
qualify as automatic range for him. When he's kicking from 45, it feels automatic, let alone from there.
Yeah, he's automatic from 55. Just remarkable. All right, so the tie has been broken, 20-17. Let's see how the Titans choose to respond here. How about pitch it to their stud left side? Oh, just shoving a player out of the way. But the result is actually going to end up being a loss of 1. So his last 3 carries actually lost 3 yards after getting 144 on the first 9. So the Ravens have shorted up a little bit.
And just excellent pursuit from the Ravens defense to make that tackle, because the second man's the one that had to clean it up.
Dangerous high late throw to the right side. Humphreys goes up for it, but Marlon Humphrey knocks him out and knocks the ball down. 11, Tannehill, 4-man rush. He just dumps it off over the middle to Jonnu Smith, and that's going to be a 2-yard gain, and that is it. And a 3 and out here forced by the Ravens defense. Nice play there by the Ravens on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, we're seeing really the results of the nice drive that the Ravens put together, even though it only ended up in a field goal. It was a long, sustained drive they put together, which allowed the defense to get a nice break, and they're ready to come out and show up with a 3 and out, and that's really where good complementary football comes into play. When your offense can set up a nice breather for your defense, you can win a lot of ball games.
Lamar first and 10 up the middle, big hole. Oh, sweet juke from Dobbins. He's going to get 6 out of that run. Nice run there for J.K.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up
play action from Lamar. He's got lots of time. Now he's going to take off right, and he just decides a little bit late, and finally he's actually going to get credit for that sack. Although it should have just been a tackle. Clearly Lamar had taken off.
Yeah, it certainly should have just been a TFL in that case, but yeah, I don't know that I like that from Lamar. He probably had more opportunity to find somebody downfield.
There's a little dump off to Dobbins, and he's got the first down. His little dig route there, nice little play. He started on the right side and made his way all the way over to the left.
First down,
5 catches already for Dobbins, maybe a little bit more involved in the passing game than even he would have thought. Now 3rd carry for Edwards goes very little.
the tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
It's coming, watch out, Lamar, he can't get rid of it. Bad time to run the screen. Kevin Byard blitzing in from his safety spot, one of the best in the game. And Lamar doesn't feel it and cannot get the screen off, and it's 3rd and long.
Yeah, just a case of overloading on the blitz there, bringing a strong safety that they didn't have a blocker for, and had a free rein to get to Lamar before Lamar could get off the screen. Very nicely done here from the Titans defense.
3rd 15, 3 minutes to play exactly. Blitz coming again. Lamar in trouble, firing it on the run. It's incomplete. Had a receiver, but that would have been a tough catch. Yeah, that would have been a tough catch.
Very lucky. That was a dangerous throw there back against the middle and kind of wildly out of any kind of controlled position for a platform to throw from. As he was kind of turned around and on his back foot. All the things you got to do. Very awkward throw that he just kind of put up there. Very fortunate that one is simply an incompletion to force a punt.
All right, down 3, 2:51 here, still to play, 3rd quarter. Tannehill shotgun, he's back to pass. Blitz coming, fires it over the middle, and he's got his receiver. That's A.J. Brown. Nice play from left across the middle towards the right. First down, Tennessee.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Motion now from the tight end Ferkser here in this 22 personnel. Turn around, give the ball to Henry, right side. Fighting his way through, going to be caught right at the line. And they have really slowed him down these last 4 carries. Seriously, he had 9 for 144, and now he's 13 for 147.
Yeah, that's a really nice adjustment from the defense to Henry, although he does pick up a really nice run here. And you don't want to give him any kind of momentum, because late in the game is when he really comes on strong. And that's a good indication there that he might be setting up to do that here in this one. Watch out for him, because when he starts going late in games, there's just about no stopping him.
10 clicking away here. Turn around, stretch it left side. Henry cannot get past the line. Great tackle there by Pernell McPhee to set the edge.
Yeah, and if you're the Ravens defense, that's exactly what you need to be doing to beat Henry at the ball.
Right side, Jonnu Smith, broken tackle. And you get a second one, he cannot. Marlon Humphrey drags him to the ground at the 47. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Turn around, give it right up the middle again. Henry at a first down, and that's it for the 3rd quarter. Now he's back up to a $161 in 3 quarters of football.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
We know 62 of it was on 1 run, so he's got essentially 100 yards on 15 carries, which is still a pretty great day. You take the 62-yarder out of it.
Yep, sure is a great day, and now into the 4th quarter of what has turned out to be a very interesting ball game.
Yep, here we go. Shuffling, right side. Oh, into traffic, and Jonnu Smith can't hold on to it. Chuck Clark to safety over there to play some good defense.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Trips to the left side, delayed handoff up the middle. He's got some room. He veers back to the right side. Got a nice run of about 6 there for Derrick Henry. 3rd and 4 is the result.
It's a gain of 6.
Trips left for Tannehill. He's got Henry on his right hip. It's a high snap. They give it to Henry. He's not going to get through the line. Calais Campbell shuts the door. Such a good run defender, Calais Campbell. And just his 3rd tackle of the game, but his 2nd TFL. That's going to force a very long Stephen Gostkowski field goal here, about 54, 55 yards.
Yeah, this is a long one for him, so we'll see if he can pick up the leg for it. But it looks like he might. Oh,
doink. Doink!
No good.
Off of the crossbar. Actually, it looked like maybe the corner of the crossbar and the upright together. And he just doinks this thing right off. And so a huge blow. That's going to give great field position back to Lamar now with a 3-point lead. And again, the Ravens in the 3rd or 4th quarter with the lead are really, really tough to beat.
yes,
Up the middle. Dobbins again just churning the legs. He's up to 71. Feels like a pretty good day if his counterpart across the sideline didn't have 170.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now rolling right side and just throwing it away. Smart play from Lamar there.
Jackson's pass.
Got kind of stuck in the pocket, couldn't escape, just throw it away.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
Back to pass Lamar right side out of the backfield. Nobody picks up Dobbins, and he's got the 1st down to the 44. Nice little pitch and catch there. Good read by Lamar. And 6 catches for Dobbins has been a big, big part of this offense.
Yeah, in this play, you saw that big formation shift that they came out here. Lamar saw something in this, so recognized the fact that they were in a bit of an off-the-ball, soft zone, allowing him to hit his back out of the backfield for an easy 1st down. And if they're going to give you that kind of cushion, take advantage of it. Good job by Lamar there on that audible from the line.
Play action now. He's going to roll to the right side and fire across. He's got a receiver. That's Steve who was coming on that levels concept. 1st down to the 24 for the Ravens. They can smell the blood in the water here.
Baltimore.
Soldier, no one has said anything about wanting the Titans to win. We've all said we'd like the Ravens to win. Keeper for Lamar, left side, 20. Whoa, it took a forearm shiver from Vaccaro. But he gets the 1st down before he gets destroyed on that hit. Wow, let's see if that one plays again, kid. That was nuts.
Yeah, that was nuts. Huge hit there, but he sneakily got 11 carries now. Very nice read there on the end. Recognize the fact that he's got a room on the outside, but he gets absolutely leveled at the perimeter.
Oh, gosh, it's like James Harrison on, what, Muhammad Massaquoi or whatever. Gosh. That was a forearm shit. Good thing Lamar can't get hurt. I think we're going to get a horse collar tackle here as well.
No, hold on.
Or a holding. Wow, okay.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
Staley certainly didn't like that.
1st and 16. No, he didn't. One of the best left tackles in the game, Ronnie Stanley. Now he's in trouble. Now he's rolling. Now he's firing, and it's picked. Throws it into double coverage, and it's picked off. It's Kevin Byard, and he's got the ball out to the 20. And a mistake for Lamar opens the door for the Titans.
Yeah, Byard's just sitting back here in a bit of a ball hawking position. He's got that deep 3rd on the outside as he just sees the eyes, in that zone. He's watching Lamar's eyes the whole way. He recognizes early that's where he's going with the ball, and he just jumps right in front of it. Easy ball hawk there to come away with that pick. Bad throw from Lamar, not recognizing that deep 3rd on the outside.
Well, and it was a desperate throw, too. It didn't even look like Hollywood Brown was expecting the football. He hadn't even turned his back around yet. And Byard was like, I'll take this. So now 2 turnovers for each team. They have leveled up. Now it's time to see which team can take advantage. Can the Titans get something going here after the Ravens were driving it right down to maybe put the nail in the coffin? Right side, Tannehill fires it at the sideline. It's caught at the 40 by Corey Davis. Jets, is that right? Corey Davis? Oh, Baltimore's going to challenge that he caught the football.
Yeah, they're challenging that he was in bounds for this catch. We'll see where they actually have the feet. I think that's pretty obviously 1-2 in bounds. I don't know how they're challenging or why they're challenging that one, but You know, I don't know. That's there's no question of possession. He's easy 2 feet in bounds. He was well in bounds when he caught it. That's why I didn't even think to whether or not that was a catch. But apparently they wondered about it, but it really goes against them.
Yeah, they lose the timeout there. We'll see if that comes back to be a problem later. Firing a deep left into the seam, and it's picked off! Marcus Peters returning the favor. He's at the 40. He's at the 35-30. 25, drag down at the 20. Marcus Peters trying to win a game for his football team.
Yeah, win a game indeed. Defenses are just out here making plays left and right in critical moments and taking the ball away. Really beautiful coverage there. Just kind of got that blanket coverage from Peters in a position to make a play on the ball where the receiver really can't get to it. Not the best throw from Tannehill, kind of behind and above where he wants to put it. And Peters in a good spot to take it away, and he almost took it to the house. He really, Tannehill is the only one who prevented that touchdown.
Turn around again, keeper left side. Lamar's got a little bit of an angle, and he's got a nice run of about 5. He's up to 95 yards. So again, both teams' rushing attacks continuing to be stout here. Turnovers start to pile up, and they're going to become a problem here. Dump it off to the right side to Dobbins, makes the first man miss, second man cannot. 3rd and 5.
Well, Lamar sees something else on this play. We'll see if he's right. He had a really nice audible last time.
Shifts 3 to the right side and fires it. He's got a man open the middle. 4-yard line is where it's caught by Ted Bryant. Just the game of his life right now.
Yeah, indeed. He's really having a game. And once again, Lamar correctly diagnoses the defense here, sees an opportunity to take advantage of them over the middle, recognizes man on the outside, a little bit of a zone shell outside of it, and takes advantage of that zone in the middle. Or, sorry, zone shell inside.
Up the middle, Dobbins. Fighting his way to the 4. 2nd and goal. Lamar under center with 3 receivers. Turn around again. Dobbins up the middle, fighting to the 2. They're going to take every ounce of clock along with them before they punch this one in.
That's exactly what you want to do. Every down and every tick you can take away from the other team.
Gus Edwards, he's going to take a huge shot. I think we might get a holding call here. We are. Maybe the Titans will decline this.
Yeah, I would be surprised if they don't.
And they did.
They do, but they're going to go for it on 4th and 2.
Wow.
Very interesting, very aggressive. I like it.
Play action right side, firing back to the left. Just a wide open Willie Snead. They completely forgot about him. Touchdown Ravens. And now we got a 10-point game with 7 minutes to play.
Yeah, that's just an utterly blown coverage on the backside. Willie Snead just sneaks out back there, comes uncontested to the ball. I mean, just nobody there to make even an attempt at taking that one away or blocking it. Or tipping or anything. But, it's just very, very aggressive move here from these Ravens, and it really pays off in a big way. That's going to be really hard for the Titans to come back from in this position with how good the Ravens are at squeezing the clock with a lead in late in games.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
All right, so 27-17, the 10-point lead is intact. We got 7 minutes to play here in the game. Time for Ryan Tannehill to be maybe more special than he's been asked to be in the past here. Going to have to push the ball downfield and score points quickly.
Yeah, and when you're a team like the Ravens playing a team like the Titans, where both of your teams are very run-heavy, dominant teams, the quarterbacks aren't really asked for the downfield vertical threat stuff. This is a big ask for these Titans to do with this kind of clock on the clock remaining in the game. So this is just where the Ravens want to be.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Left side, he's got his receiver A.J. Brown, broken tackle. Now he's going to go down by the feet of Elliott at midfield. First down at the 49-yard line for A.J. Brown.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Pass. So he fires over the middle. It's picked again. too predictable there, and that's Patrick Queen's second interception, and that may put this one on ice.
Yeah, I was going to say, without, unless barring some other unfortunate mishap for this offense for the Ravens, I feel like that probably does it here. That's exactly what the Ravens need. They've now got the ball, 5:50 left, and they can easily spend 4 to 5 minutes just on this 45 and change yards they've got to go to get to a touchdown.
Right side, Dobbins angling his way for another 4 yards. He's just slowly churning 3 and 4 at a time.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Read option left side. Whoa, this time they read it quickly. And he's going to go down immediately there. Now a 3rd and 7 if the Titans have any chance. They got to get off the field right here.
And they actually had the pressure again. Just went back into the pursuit once more, and of course, gets tackled right away.
Whoa, knocked away on the outside. Adoree Jackson. They're going to get a 61-yarder here. He's on the other side of midfield for Tucker. Unreal. And that one is a little short and a little right. I was going to say 61. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, that to me seems like absolutely the wrong call. That's the time to bring out the Coffin corner and force them to play a long field with less than ideal clock situation and down 10. But now they're really giving the Titans an opportunity to get back into this. If they can come down and score a touchdown, they're right back in it. With potentially still some clock to play with when they have the ball next. So we'll see what happens.
Tannehill fires right side. Nice coverage on the play by Clark, but it is caught by Humphries. Just a gain of 8, though.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to pass. He's an empty backfield. Wide open over the middle. Jonnu Smith to the 31. 10 more yards and a 1st down for the Titans.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Dump off again over the middle. King Henry tries to make a man miss. He and Ford kind of collide. The result is he gets pushed across the line of scrimmage, or the line to gain, rather. 1st down, but 3 minutes to go. Somebody moved early. That's Roger Saffold, that big left tackle, unfortunately. Actually, left guard. Taylor Lewan is left tackle.
Not the time to be making mental errors in the playoffs. Can't have it.
Back to pass. Judon's got him! Matthew Judon, who became a very rich man this offseason as well. And he is credited with the sack, his 2nd of the game. It pushes him back to the 36.
Yeah, actually, lots of newly minted Patriots on the field here today in this playoff game. He is yet another one of those, but they've got some interesting big paychecks they've been paying out, and we'll see some of these players playing for the Pats and with Cam Newton. It'll be interesting.
A little zip across the middle. It's going to be incomplete, actually. I don't even think the receiver was ready for it. 3rd and 25. Really getting tight here now for Tennessee. Shuffling again. Judon's coming. Fires it left side, and it's picked. Interception number 4 for this defense. Absolutely brutal. 4 interceptions from Tannehill, and quite simply, that's the difference in the game.
It is, absolutely. This was defense all the way. Neither one of these offenses were anything more than average to good. They had moments where they really looked good at times. You had some players in the zone on the offensive teams, but they were especially great. Some big highlight reel plays, but kind of failing in just your in-between plays and not a lot of great execution between some of those highlight reel plays. And it's been the defense that's come out and really done the work in this one. And the Ravens defense is what's going to come away with the win here, picking off Tannehill 4 times. That's a recipe to win many an NFL football game.
And the 5th turnover was the strip sack. So
that's right. That's right.
Tannehill personally responsible for all 5 turnovers. Probably not the time to get up and lecture your team on the sideline over there, Ryan.
No, especially when he's the one guilty of handing this game, you know, and tying the bow for the gift-wrapped win in the divisional round here for these Ravens.
The Titans take over first and
They did.
10.
Yes, you're right, Soldier. The Titans were 14-2. They and the Packers had the 2 best records in the sim. So, but you can't turn the ball over 5 times and expect to win. Let's just be honest.
Well, you certainly cannot.
Especially when the Ravens have only turned it over twice. So now all of a sudden they're still +3. That's just extra 3 possessions. You're giving a team that doesn't need them because being up is what they do best. And they are up now, and they got a minute 43 until they are going to Cleveland. We're coming home to Cleveland, baby. AFC Championship. Dog Pound's going to be buzzing. Can you imagine Ravens and Browns for the AFC Championship at First Energy Stadium? Oh, my.
Yeah, that game would be absolutely wild. You know, people would shell out huge dollars to go see that live. I mean, that would be an event to tell your grandchildren about years and years down the road. That's something to say I was there.
Pressure coming, and again, just Calais Campbell adding on to a sack, but just Tannehill is the worst at the shuffle sacks.
Yeah, he certainly is. I mean, not to take away from Calais Campbell, he's a special player, but unfortunately, Tannehill does seem to be the king of the shuffle sack in this game. Only Baker Mayfield is the only one to give him a run for his money.
Tannehill's pass intended for A.J. Brown.
All right, 4th and 12. Again, 53 seconds, down 10. 1 timeout. They need a miracle, and it starts here with... Oh, he caught it. Somehow knifed that ball in. Wow. Adam Humphries.
For a Tennessee Titan.
Sure, just check it down. Why not? 1 yard picked up, just slowly but surely. Fine.
Yeah, that smells to me of a defeatist attitude, knowing they're not going to come away with this one. Too little time, too many points to overcome. Just really too much to ask, especially with the way your offense has been playing, especially with the way Tannehill has been really quite so bad. He's been playing almost for the other team and handing the ball over to the Ravens far too often in this one.
Absolutely. Check down to Jonnu Smith, and he's going to get 4 yards, and that's all she wrote, folks. Final here today in Tennessee on a rainy afternoon. Vrabel cannot believe it. Earl can't believe it either. The Titans at 14-2 are going home unfulfilled, and these pesky Baltimore Ravens with 5 turnovers of Ryan Tannehill, and they are going to survive and advance on the back of Lamar Jackson and J.K. Dobbins, who both ran the ball so effectively today. But look at that, 5 takeaways for their defense, and that is truly the difference in the game. That +3 they were in the turnover margin, and they are coming to Cleveland for an epic AFC championship.
Yeah, outside of just the final scoreboard at the top there, the only stat that matters in this one is you see huge numbers, obviously offensively from the Titans getting absolutely wiped out by turnovers. That's is an absolute killer, and when you lose a turnover margin at all, let alone by 3, you know you're not going to have a very good chance at winning that game.
Well, in the timing of the turnovers, both of Baltimore's turnovers were in the first half, and I think 4 of the 5 turnovers from the Titans were in the second half. That's just brutal.
Yep, absolutely true, and that is a complete killer. Turnovers late are nasty in ball games and can very much decide them at the end of the day, and for sure did in this one.
All right, let's take a quick look at the stats. Tannehill today, 34 of 43, 278, 1 touchdown, and again, those 4 interceptions. Just absolutely brutal. Lamar today throwing the football, 22 of 35 for 198. He had 3 touchdown passes today, 2 interceptions. Oh, it was Tyler Huntley, not RG3, who attempted that fake field goal. Running the football today, King Henry was special, 18 for 166, 9 broken tackles. What was that, 120 yards after contact alone? Like, good Lord, man.
That was huge.
Dobbins, 23 of 77, so not the big flashy runs, but he grinded it out in a tough running. Lamar, 13 for 95, obviously such a good 1-2 punch, actually 1-3 punch, I guess. 1-2-3 punch in that backfield with Edwards and Mark Ingram. Catching the ball today, Derrick Henry led the Titans receivers with 11. Would like to see some more pushing of the ball down the field. Humphreys was 7, 6 for Brown, but just 5 for Jonnu Smith and 3 for Corey Davis.
And you know, when you've got your running back leading your receptions, that's never a good sign for an offense. You know, you don't win a lot of ball games checking the ball down all the time, and that's certainly what these Titans were doing, seemingly most of this one.
For the Ravens, similarly, are led by J.K. with 7 catches of his own. Snead with 5. How about Des Bryant today? 5 catches, touchdown, 60 yards. He was really good today. Andrews with 3. Hollywood with just 2, but one of them was for a touchdown. There's Orlando Brown Jr. with the drop on that fake field goal.
I couldn't believe that.
That was pretty wild. Defensively speaking today, Titans were led by their tackling leaders, Desmond King and Jayon Brown, both with 11 sacks today. They got to Baltimore just 3 times. Lamar was sacked 3 different times, and then the 2 picks were from Vaccaro and Kevin Byard. Again, both of them early, and both of them were not critical. For the Ravens, 12 tackles for L.J. Ford and Patrick Queen. Today's 2 sacks for Judon, 1 for Campbell, Queen, and McPhee. And then how about this? 2 picks for Peters and 2 picks for Queen. So talk about your defensive leaders taking over when they needed to. What a game there. And the end result is 27-17. And again, this huge AFC Championship Ravens at Browns matchup is a coming. Kid, anything else to wrap this one up with from your end?
Yeah, it was an interesting ball game yet again. Like we've mentioned, these defenses have been just unreal, lights out in critical moments, coming away with turnovers, finding themselves in the spots to take the ball away. And that happens really for both teams, but it's the fact that the Titans are there, the Ravens are there to take the ball away last and more often, really, that makes the difference in this one. And gets the job done. And bring on the Ravens. Browns playing the Ravens, First Energy Stadium, AFC Championship game. Could not be more excited about that one. Can't wait.
Yes. Can't wait indeed. We will finish up the divisional round tomorrow. Look for the traditional 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time kind of slot for that Packers-Cardinals game. And then we will have the Final Four set. And then we'll look to bring you that Ravens-Browns game pretty quick after that. So some epic football coming up. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much to our subscribers. You guys are awesome here. For Kit Nagy and Phil Nagy together, we are Nagy on Sports. We appreciate it as always. Today we will say go Ravens, and as always, go Browns!